Layer 5 is the adductor hallucis transverse head. So adductor means to add, hallucis is your big toe, transverse is across, and then head, that's what they call it on each end, all right? So the adductor hallucis transverse head, it attaches from the distal ends of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th metatarsals to the lateral base of the proximal phalanx of the big toe, all right? And what it does is it brings the big toe towards the other toes. So the lumbricals bring the toes together. What this does is it's going to bring the big toe over to the other toes, okay? And I will tape it on Herman now. I'm going to use another color. I'll use your orange. I'll trade you. All right. And I'm going to make sure I do it properly. Oh, the other thing I need to say is I've given this lecture 8 million times, and every time I do something incorrectly. So if what's on the paper is not what comes out of my mouth, please feel free to let me know and I'll fix it, all right? So it connects here from here, and then it goes over to the 3rd toe. And then another one goes over to the 4th toe. And then another one goes over to, I should turn it this way. All the way over to your pinky toe, your 5th toe, all right? So it takes this and it pulls your big toe over to the other toes. And then if your big toe is anchored, it's gonna pull these toes over to the big toe, okay? So I'll give you the picture to look at, and it's gonna be, the transverse head is this one up here, up top, so there's more on this paper. And then you can color it on your sheet. Nicole's throwing tape. Calm yourself, dear. And then once you color it, go ahead and tape it. So to make this muscle work, you're going to take your finger at the base of your big toe where the tape is, and then you're going to resist bringing your big toe into your finger. So your big toe should push into your finger, and your finger should push into your big toe. All right, and you're pushing the toe forward. And you don't want to curl your big toe. You just want to press it forward into your finger. Oh, sorry, inside, my bad. Let me say that again. You're going to take the big toe on the inside and then resist it coming across over to the other toes. So rather than going forward like I was doing, you want to pull it across to the other toes. And this helps with our doming action of our foot, for those of you that know what that is. And if you don't, then we'll get to it in a few moments. Okay? So far, we've squeezed the card between our toes. And now we can take and press our big toe into our finger and draw it across. All right. Now, any questions on our adductor hallucis transverse head thus far? We're good? Okay, now we're going to go into our adductor hallucis oblique head. All right, so this attaches at the proximal ends of the second, third, and fourth metatarsals. Sometimes it does connect into the third cuneiform and cuboid bones, and then it goes to the lateral base of the proximal phalanx of the big toe. All right, so let me just show you what that means. So we have the long bones up top, our metatarsals. It connects from the metatarsals to the opposite side of the toes, okay? Sometimes, remember, our bodies are all very different, so sometimes people's actually connect up a bit further to some of the tarsal bones. That's what I was saying before. But most of the time it's just down from the metatarsals, okay? So let me tape it, and I will trade someone. Excelente. So you're going to go from the big toe now to the second, third, and fourth metatarsal. So you take the base of the big toe, and then not the big toe, but the second metatarsal across. And then you go from the big toe again, and you go to the third metatarsal across, and then the big toe again, and it goes to the fourth metatarsal across. All right. And I will pass around the paper now so you can have a color. So it's this one. So there's the big toe, and then second, third, fourth metatarsal. And then after you color it, you can tape it on yourself, or vice versa. Now, I generally cramp when I do this one, so if my foot goes into convulsions, I apologize deeply. But what you do is where it attaches, so where it starts, you can put pressure into it, and then you're going to push into your finger, but you're going to try and take the big toe and draw it underneath your second toe. So if you think about the line of action is where these points come together. So you're trying to resist in the line of action and bring the toe down over to where it connects. Does that make sense? So the transverse head is going to be more directly across, and the oblique head is more down on a diagonal. And you're starting to get the picture that our feet are very articulate. We just put them in shoes all day long, and they turn into stubs on the end of our legs. So give it a go and try and see if you can get the oblique head to activate. And then make sure to do it on, did you cramp? See, I told you. I always cramp. I didn't cramp just now. I don't know why, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't go on either. How are we doing? She's having a good time over there. Well, that's why we're here, because you wanted to learn about your toes. And we're learning they don't move. Okay. Were we sort of able to understand that little muscle? Okay. Ready to go on to our next bit? Did you cramp?
No.
Okay.
Just trying.
Oh, she's giving herself a massage now. That's fine. Okay, so now what are we doing? We're going to bring the transverse head and the oblique head together. Which is the doming of our foot. So okay, so let us come to stand. Okay, so the dome that we're looking for is our transverse arch. All right, our transverse arch comes from the big toe to the pinky toe, and there should be a little bubble that goes through there. Now, most of us that have done any significant amount of dance, it's pretty actually flat because we flatten it all out and there's nothing there. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your big toe and you're going to press it down as much as you can and feel as though you draw the transverse head and the oblique head into your pinky toe. So if you do this, the ball of the big toe will press down and then you'll get a little potential bubble on top. And it's actually better to do this not on the mat. You're going to want to do it on the floor because on the mat you're not going to feel it very well. So here we go together. So when I say the ball of your big toe, remember I don't mean the tip of your toe right now. I want you to think down lower where it actually bends to press that in. So press the big toe down, the ball of the big toe, and try and pull the big toe towards your pinky toe. And relax. Good. And again, press the ball of the big toe down and pull the big toe toward the pinky toe. And relax. And again, press the big toe down and pull it toward the pinky toe. And relax. 2 more. Big toe down, pull it to the pinky toe. And relax. 1 more. Big toe down, pull it to the pinky toe. And relax. So that's kind of your transverse arch doming action that we're looking for. So again, to look on Herman, the transverse arch is here. So we're trying to get this to actually have an arch. It should have an arch. And then our longitudinal arch is here, but that's the transverse arch. All right? All right, take a look, read, write anything you need to on that. So, we have the opponens, digiti, minimi. You didn't know that the term minimi came from anatomy of it means your pinky toe, did you? Well, now you know. Mini-me from Austin Powers really means pinky toe. And it was quite amusing when I explained this to my husband. He's like, "You are a complete and utter nerd." And I said, "Thank you very much, I know." And you should know that by now too. All right, so the opponens, digiti minimi, attaches from that cuboid bone to the plantar lateral aspect of the fifth metatarsal head, okay? So, and it adducts the pinky toe. So this is a little muscle that brings your pinky toe in. So the cuboid bone is one of your metatarsals, all right? It's up over here. And then the opponens, digiti minimi, connects along this line, and it brings your pinky toe in towards the center of your foot. All right? So it adducts or brings the pinky toe in. And I will tape that. I need to trade tapes. How about, yeah, I'll do yellow. There we go. Since green is Dee's favorite color, she gets it now. Okay. Oh, and I don't need it to be quite so long. Okay, so we're along this line here. Let me see if I can see a good connection from here. And we're going to go over into the cuboid bone. And this is when I start getting angry at the tape, but I will not. All right, so it connects from here to here. It's the yellow. Can we see? Yes? All right, I will pass the paper. It's this one right here. So to test this, we are going to resist the ball of our little toe downward and across to the big toe. And this also helps with our doming of our foot. So you're going to take the ball of your pinky toe. Oops, I forgot to tape it on myself. The ball of your pinky toe, and you're going to try and resist it. Oh, mine does not like doing that. So you're going to try and draw it now down and across towards your big toe, if it likes to go. And just press into it about 5 times and see if you can get it moving. And as we're doing this, don't forget to do both sides or else you're going to be very lopsided. I realize I forgot a couple of these on the other side. Okay? So if you look at all of them together, they make a triangle. So look at what you drew. And we have one across here and down here, and it makes a little triangle. So now we're going to try to press the ball of the big toe and the pinky toe, push them together, and then pull them up into the center of our foot. All right? So come up to stand. And then again, these you don't want to do on the mat. You want to do it on the floor. And you're going to, yeah, we'll wait for Lonnie. So let's do one foot at a time, because it might be, each foot might be a little more complicated. So you're going to press the ball of the big toe, the ball of the pinky toe down, and then you're going to pull both of them together to the center of your foot. Good, and relax. And again, ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe down, and then pull them together to the center of your foot. And as you go, one of the things that we often do is the ball of the big toe will come off. So make sure it stays down and relax. Again, ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, pull them together and relax. And ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, pull them together and relax. Good. Shake that foot out. And let's go ahead and do our other foot. Ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, bring it together and then pull it into the center of your foot and relax. Ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, pull it together to the center of your foot and relax. Again, big toe, pinky toe, pull it together and relax. 2 more. Big toe, pinky toe, pull it together and relax. 1 more. Big toe, pinky toe, pull it together and relax. Good. Are we having a good time now, kids? Oh yeah, we condone. Question, yes? No. She's like, this is exciting. The wheels are turning, yes? Yes. Okay. So have a look-see at the picture you drew. There's one more exercise that I like to do with this. Let's do it. So sit down, and now you're going to put your fingers at each of the places in the triangle. So you're going to put 1 finger at the ball of the big toe, 1 finger, like your pointer finger at the ball of the big toe, your pinky finger at the ball of your pinky toe, and then your thumb down where your metatarsals and your tarsals come together. And then you're gonna press all 3 of those points into your fingers. This is exciting. And then release. Let's do it 5 times together. And again. So resist. These are all the initiation points of the muscles, yeah? And release. And you may cramp, it's okay. And again, resist. And release. 2 more. Resist. And release. 1 more. Resist. And release. Shake it out. So that's another way you can get that arch going in there. So ball the big toe with your pointer finger, ball the pinky toe with your pinky finger, and then thumb kind of around by the center of your foot and where that triangle is. And when you're ready, resist all 3 points and release. And resist all 3 points and release. And again, resist all 3 points and release. Resist all 3 points and release. Last one. Resist all 3 points and release, and shake it out. So that's another way to help create the transverse arch in your foot, or strengthen it if you need to strengthen it. So if these muscles are weak, you'll have flat feet, which leads to a whole lot of problems going on up all the way through the legs, into the pelvis, and into the back. So we are building, the format which we're doing is building the strength of our foot from the inside out. So if I were to be working with someone that was having some serious feet problems, this would be the method with which you could go through and try and rebuild the foot if it needs to be rebuilt. And it can be rebuilt. Please don't cut them off. You laugh. One of my students, they were gonna fuse his foot because they were gonna fuse his foot into like a club shape. And I just went, I don't think that's necessary. And he's fine now, and his feet move, and that was a long time ago, and now he's gonna, he wants to, when he's 75, compete in the US National Tennis Championships. Yeah, so no need to fuse your feet. If you have sensation, we can get them strong. You just gotta know which order to do it in, and I'm presenting it to you, so use it, kids. All right.